International Islamic University Malaysia. The International Islamic University Malaysia, Jawi, Arab Khalifa Ninyat let 6 CF Hosin Yet Tayet Arab Khalif Sin Lam Alif Mim Arab Khalif Ninta Alif Ha Alif Balata 6 Sin Alif Arab Mim Lam Yasin Yet Alif, also known as IIUM, is a public university in Malaysia. Headquartered in Gombak, Selangor, IIUM has 6 other campuses all over Malaysia, 2 medical-centric campuses and a centre for foundation studies in Gambang, Pahang, 2 city campuses in Kuala Lumpur and a language and tourism campus in Pagoh, Johor. The university is sponsored by 8 governments and the Organisation of the Islamic Cooperation (OIC). It is distinct from the International Islamic University Islamabad, Pakistan and International Islamic University Chittagong, Bangladesh. The university was established on 23 May 1983 and founded upon Islamic principles. Islamic values are inculcated into all disciplines. IIUM offers bachelor's, master's and doctoral degrees courses at its 14 faculties or Kulliyyat in plural. Since 1987, IIUM has produced more than 70,000 graduates and undergraduates from more than 100 countries around the world. Most of them were from Malaysia. History. Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad conceived the idea for an international institution of Islamic education in 1982 during a meeting between OIC leaders about the Islamization of knowledge. The idea was shared with the then Minister of Education, Suleiman Daud, the then Director General of Education, Muhammad Mohamad Noor, and 2 others. Muhammad Kamal Hassan, then of the National University of Malaysia, along with a senior academic official who attended the meeting, produced the first working paper on the concept of the university. IIUM was once a private university. As the university's language of instruction was not to be Malay, but instead English and Arabic, which was initially prohibited by Malaysian law, IIUM was initially incorporated under the currently repealed Companies Act 1965. However, IIUM was officially made a public university on 23 May 1983 by Section 502 of the Universities and University Colleges Act 1971, when the university received its establishment order from the then King, Ahmad Shah of Pahang, after an exchange of diplomatic notes of co-sponsorship between the Government of Malaysia, 7 other governments and OIC. A batch of 153 students from Malaysia and abroad were enrolled for the first academic session, which started on 8 July 1983. Courses were conducted under the Faculty of Economics, the Faculty of Laws, the Centre for Fundamental Knowledge, and the Centre for Languages. The members of this first batch received their degrees and diplomas during the first convocation, held on 10 October 1987. 68 graduates were conferred the degree of Bachelor of Economics, 56 other graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws, and 29 Qatars were conferred Diploma in Law and Administration of Islamic Judiciary. Governance. As a public university, IIUM has a ceremonial head called the Constitutional Head who presides over convocations and serves as the point of reference for all constitutional issues. Equivalent to a Chancellor in other public universities, they are appointed by the King on the recommendation of the federal government for a term of 7 years. Ahmad Shah of Pahang was the founding constitutional head since 1 July 1983. Before his death, he was replaced by her daughter-in-law, the current Queen, Tunku Aziz Amina Maimuna Iskandaraya. She was made the constitutional head on 12 April 2019 for a 5-year term, ending her father-in-law's chancellery in IIUM for 36 years, but the instrument of appointment was only presented to her by the federal government on 17 June 2019. As a federal statutory body, IIUM operates under the supervision of a Board of Governors, a body that directs and supervises all affairs of the university. The board is chaired by a president who is appointed by the constitutional head on the advice of the federal government for a 5-year term. By tradition, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Education is deputy chairman of the board. Other than the President and a Deputy Chairman, the board comprises 15 members, including the Secretary General of OIC and diplomatic heads of member states, that is Bangladesh, Egypt, Libya, the Maldives, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. Daud Bakar, an Islamic finance expert in Malaysia, sits as the 8th and current President since 1 July 2019. The Board of Governors is assisted by a Senate, a body that provides for academic and student affairs of the university, and a management committee that oversees the day-to-day operation of the university. Both the Senate and the Management Committee are chaired by a rector who is appointed by the constitutional head on the advice of the federal government for a 3-year term. Leaders since 1983. Name started term and constitutional ed 1 Ahmad Shah of Pahang 1 July 1983 11 April 2019 2 Tunku Aziz Amina Maimuna Iskandaraya 12 April 2019 Present President 1 Hasina 1983 1987 2 Amr Ibrahim 1988 1998 3 Najib Radat 1998 1999 4 Sansi Jr. February 2001 June 2008 5 Modside Asan 2 June 2008 1 June 2013 6 Rajat 2 June 2013 1 June 2018 7 Nasir Malik 5 September 2018 9 November 2088 Daud Bakar 1 July 2019 30 June 2022 9 Sansuddin Osman 1 July 2022 Present Rector 1 Ham M. At the Wolf 1984 1989 2 Abdulhamid Abu Sulaiman 1989 1998 3 Mo Panel Hassan 5 April 1998 31 2006 4 Sayyid Rabi'id 1 June 2006 1 June 2011 5 0 at Hamarudin 2 August 2011 31 July 2018 6 Diesel Pifi Abdul Redda 1 August 2018 Present. Board of Governors. IIUM Board of Governors comprises Dod Bakar, President of IIUM Chairman Board. Dizali Baz, Secretary General, Ministry of Education Deputy Chairman Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of IIUM Azhanan Ahmed, Secretary, International Division, Ministry of Finance Yasef Ahmed Al Amin, Secretary General, Organization of Islamic Cooperation Mahmoud H. South. Katan, Ambassador of Saudi Arabia to Malaysia Gamal Abdurrahman Mohammed Metwali, Ambassador of Egypt to Malaysia and D. Shaid al-Islam, High Commissioner of Bangladesh to Malaysia Mavsofa Kavaksi, Ambassador of Turkey to Malaysia Mohammed Nafi Zakaria, High Commissioner of Pakistan to Malaysia Mohammed Fahmi Hassan, Ambassador of Maldives to Malaysia Abdul Rashid Hassan, Founder, RHB Bank, Malaysia Sid Hassan Abdul Qadir, Chairman, Federal Territories Islamic Affairs Council, Malaysia Kolekawan, Advocate and Solicitor, Kolekawan and Associates, Malaysia Emir Bukwik, President of the Management Board, Bosnia Bank International, Bosnia and Herzegovina Jamaluddin Al. Rahman, Lecturer Kulliyyah of Medicine, IIUM Wan Mudzul Hafiz bin Wan Zahari, Lecturer, Ahmad Abam Kulliyyah of Laws, IIUM Company Secretary Atul Rahim Ahmad, Executive Director, Management Services Division, IIUM Secretary of the Board. Management. IIUM Management Committee comprises Diesel Kifli Abdul Razak, Rector Ahmad Faris Ismail, Deputy Rector Academic and Industrial Linkages Ahmad Hafiz Zulkifli, Deputy Rector Responsible Research and Innovation Zulkifli Hassan, Deputy Rector Student Development and Community Engagement Ahmad Faris Ismail, covering Deputy Director Internationalization and Global Networking Abdul Rahim Ahmad, Executive Director, Management Services Division Ahmad Zailan Shari, Executive Director. Hilmi Wan Kamal, Executive Director, Planning and Development Division Kamal Razaman Yunus, Quantum Campus Director Badrul Hisham Rajam Mode. Ali, Legal Advisor Norbert Bashar Idris, Chief Information Officer. Campus. IIUM is headquartered at the 700-acre 2.8 square kilometers campus at Gombak, Selangor, and has 6 other campuses. 3 of campuses are in Kuantan, Pahang, with a Centre for Foundation Studies situated at Gambang, medical-centric campus situated at Bandar Indah Kota, and clinical campus situated near Tengku Ampun of San Hospital. 2 city campuses are located at Pasairan Juda and Jalan Damansara, Kuala Lumpur, and another campus is located at Bandar University Pagoh, Johor. Centres of Studies. IIUM has 14 following faculties. Each of them is, in Arabic, called Kulliyyat in plural, Muhammad Ibrahim Kulliyyah of Laws Eco Gombak, Kulliyyah of Allied Health Sciences, Content, Kulliyyah of Architecture and Environmental Design, Geet Gombak, Kulliyyah of Dentistry, Kiod Content, Kulliyyah of Economics and Management Sciences, Kenans Gombak, Kulliyyah of Education, Kut Gombak, Kulliyyah of Engineering, Kiri Gombak, Kulliyyah of Information and Communication Technology, Kit Gombak, Abdul Hamid Abu Suleiman, Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, Ahoskat Gombak, Kulliyyah of Languages and Management, KLM Pagoh, Kulliyyah of Medicine, KOM Pantan, Kulliyyah of Nursing, KOM Quantum, Kulliyyah of Pharmacy, KOP Content, Kulliyyah of Science, KOS Quantum. There have been, however, other academic centres that are not equivalent to Kulliyyah but offered pre-university, undergraduate and postgraduate courses at Academy of Graduate and Professional Studies Academy Gombak and Kuala Lumpur Centre for Foundation Studies CFS Gambang Centre for Languages and Pre-University Academic Development SUP at Gombak, Kuantan and Pagoh Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance IIBF Gombak International Institute of Halal Research and Training in Hawk Gombak International Institute of Islamic Civilization and Malay World Est at Kuala Lumpur. ICT facilities. IIUM has online services, such as IIUM, in which IIUM students can check and organize their personal schedules and information in a centralized online database. IIUM has an e-learning and online community portal called iTalim, where students can organize and coordinate their schedules, announcements, and activities. Library. IIUM has 6 libraries. The main library, the Dar al-Hikmah Library, is situated at Gombak campus together with the IIUM Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance Library, and satellite libraries are located at Kuantan campus, Centre for Foundation Studies at Gambang, Kulliyyah of Languages and Management at Pagoh, and Sid Muhammad Nakrab Al-Taz Library at Kuala Lumpur. Cultural Centre. IIUM Cultural Centre is the university's biggest centre, used as a venue for the annual convocation ceremony. ICC can be converted to an examination venue. Cultural performances, talks and seminars have been held at the centre. Asman Hashim Complex. The Asman Hashim Complex is an around 7 million multipurpose hall and commercial centre that serves the needs of IIUM students. It is also a revenue source for the IIUM Endowment Fund. Sports complexes. IIUM has 4 sport complexes. 2 sports complexes are built separately for male and female students at Gombak campus. 2 other sports complexes are situated at Kuantan campus and Centre for Foundation Studies at Gambang. Hostel facilities. The students' residential colleges in IIUM are known as Mahala in plural, which is neighbourhood in Arabic. IIUM residential colleges are self-contained not only with services but also activities, and are named after the leading companions of the Prophet and the female Mujahida and Suhada. Since the early years of its establishment, IIUM has practiced full accommodation for its full-time undergraduate students. For postgraduate students, accommodation is provided based on availability of rooms. Priority is given to non-Malaysian students, especially students from the newest intake. Health facilities. Since 2016, IIUM has a teaching hospital called IIUM Medical Centre at Kuantan. Other than the teaching hospital, IIUM has a number of clinics in the Specialist Medical Center, which are also at Kuantan, a health and wellness center at Gombak, and a satellite clinic at Center for Foundation Studies at Gambang. Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque. Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque is located at the center of Gombak campus. The mosque's main prayer hall has a maximum capacity of 9,000 people, with female prayer halls in the second and third levels. The mosque organizes lectures, seminars and classes on concepts such as marriage and janaza management, tilawah and toffers al-Quran, as well as activities such as Qiyam Malal and Tarbiyah and training for students. Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque was also built in Kuantan campus. File IIUM Mosque Exterior, GPG Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque, Gombak Campus outside view. File IIUM Mosque Interior, GPG Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque, Gombak Campus inside view. File IIUM Panorama 02. GPG Cultural Center at left side and Azman Hashim Complex at right side. File IIUM Liba, GPG Percent 70 Library at Gombak Campus. File IIUM Mahala Al Farouk. Panorama, GPG Mahala Al Farouk, one of 17 residential colleges existed in Gombak Campus. File IIUM Stadium Panorama, GPG Sayyidina Hamza Stadium. File IIUM Playground Panorama 01. GPG Football Field. Students. IIUM started with 153 students in 1983. Today, approximately 3,000 students enroll each year. There have been, so far, approximately 27,000 students from over 40 Muslim majority countries studying in IIUM, as well as students from non-Muslim majority countries such as Germany, Finland, China, South Korea, Japan, India, United States of America, Russia, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Burma, Vietnam, Sri Lanka and the Philippines. From 1987 to 2012, 60,785 graduates and postgraduates have completed their studies at IIUM. Of this, 53,241 were from Malaysia, while 7,530 were international students. Having graduates all over the world, IIUM has established alumni chapters in Thailand, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Indonesia, Maldives, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Oman and Singapore. Branches of alumni chapters have also been opened in Turkey, China, Nigeria, the Philippines, Yemen, Brunei, Senegal, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Gambia, Guinea and the United Arab Emirates. Medium of instruction. The medium of instruction is English, with Arabic used in courses related to the study of Islamic sciences like theology, jurisprudence and ethics. Basic Arabic is a compulsory course. In addition, basic Malay language is compulsory for international undergraduate students. USWA. IIUM is the only public university in Malaysia that requires all of its foundation and undergraduate students to attend USWA, that is Islamic Studies Circle held weekly for the purpose of social, spiritual and intellectual enhancement. Since the establishment of IIUM, USWA has been a requirement for students to graduate from IIUM. Since 2014, a separate USWA has been held at residential colleges in addition to centralized USWA, which is also compulsory to intermediate undergraduate students living in campus. Awards and recognition. IIUM has been well known locally and internationally in the field of debate, public speaking and mooting. In 2014, IIUM was ranked 10th out of 440 teams participated in the 35th World Universities Debating Championship. In 2016, IIUM won the United Asian Debating Championship, the Australasian InterVarsity Debate Championship, and the Asian British Parliamentary Championship. In 2017, IIUM was made the runner-up of World University's Arabic Debating Championship. Other than joining and winning multi-level tournaments, IIUM has been successful in producing quality debaters and orators of Malay, English and Arabic languages, like Sid Sadiq Sid Adil Rahman, Amir Natasha Moa, Mubrat Wasi for English, Abdul Mirz Mustafa Mode, Sharo Nizam ND, Rani for Malay, Muhammad Nafim and Muhammad Iqbal Hakimi Mad, Halni for Arabic. In the field of research, IIUM have received recognition at regional and international level by winning gold, silver and bronze medals at exhibitions and expos, including Pensata, Impex, IDEX Geneva and Keeper. IIUM entered the inaugural Proton Green Mobility Challenge 2012 BGMZ when the university century, and electric powered Proton Soga BLM named Smart Mobility became the overall champion and also took faultless distance of fastest 2 laps challenge award. IIUM was involved in the creation of the Malaysian Sharia Index with collaboration from JAKIM and YADAM, which Malaysia will be the first country in the world to adopt it. The index will measure the compliance of 8 fields: judiciary, politics, economics, health, education, culture, infrastructure and environment, and social with Maqasid Sharia, or the intentions of Sharia. The Malaysian Sharia Index was officially launched by the Prime Minister of Malaysia on 10 February 2015. Rankings. IIUM is considered one of the top 5 Islamic universities of the world and has been recognized as the premier international Islamic research university by the Islamic Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. In addition, it is one of the best public universities in Malaysia with a specific mission of integration, Islamization, internationalization and comprehensive excellence. Notable alumni. Alumni include Adnan Yaqubas Hiraf, Wajdid Suki Fompo Kwan Halam Wain, Hasni Al Suyud Ismail Omar Omar Hizam Ibram Khalid Abu Bakr Mohammed Jamil Ahmed Ashri Zainal Abidin Mohammed Hanaf Madin Mohammed bin Ibram Omar Suleiman Tanka Malan Ish Putri Wan Kawo Yasin Nadim Al Wajidi Sid Sadiq. Current faculty members: Abdul Rashid Moan, Professor of Kirks; Political Scientist Abdul Al-Hosn, Professor of Kirks; Contemporary Muslim historian Awan Sorian, Professor of Istaq; Malay Language Scholar and Director General of Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka, Malaysia 2012 and 2016 Awandi Jaswa; Professor of QE; World Health Scientist Jamal Ahmad Bashir Badi; Professor of Kirks; Critical and Creative Thinking Expert Majdi Baham, Professor of Kirks; Arabic Language Expert Mashiwi Yakob, Professor of QE; Electrical Engineering Expert and Vice Chancellor of University Tenaga Nasional, Malaysia 2007 and 2015 Nikoba Kamal Naik Mohammed, Senior Professor of Ecole; Constitutional Expert Rusa Hashim, Associate Professor of Caked; Malay Laureate Rasnani Hashim, Senior Professor of Code; Scholar of Islamic Education in Malaysia Shama Ayu Abdulaziz, Associate Professor of Ecole; Constitutional Experts at Obis Abdulated, Senior Professor of Kirks; Media and Communication Expert and Director of in 2006 and 2011 Sadiq Baba, Senior Professor of Code; Scholar of Islamic Thought and Malaysian Education Tola Hassan, Senior Professor of KLE; Physics Expert Zayla Kamaruddin, Professor of Ecole; Family Law Expert and Director of in 2011 and 2018. Former faculty members: Abdul Aziz Bori, Lecturer and Professor of Ecole 1989 and 2011, MLA for Tibintingi, PAC and member of PAC State Executive Council, Malaysia since 2018 Abdul Hamid Abu Suleiman, Rector of AM 1988 1990, Ahmad Muhammad Ibrahim, Founding Dean of Ecole, Attorney General of Singapore 1959 1967 Omid Davutoglu, Lecturer of Political Science at Kirk's 1993 1996, Prime Minister of Turkey 2014 2016 Adil Pramanik, Professor of Economics at Kenham's 1988 2018 Mohammed Zuidi Abdul Majid, Senior Professor of Kirk's 2012 2015, Islamic Law Expert Masim Malik, Lecturer of Kirk's 2002 2018, MP for Simbang Rangam, President of IIUM and Minister of Education, Malaysia since 2018 Muhammad Hashim Kamali, Professor of Islamic Law at Ecole District 1985 2007, CEO of International Institute Advanced Islamic Studies since 2007 Mode. Kamal Hassan, Rector of IIUM 1999 2006 Muhammad Arif Zakla, Professor of Kenham's, Founder of IIUM Debating Team Muhammad Uthman Al-Muhammadi, Top Academic Fellow of ISTA until 2013, Scholar of Islamic Thoughts and Dawsit Muhammad Naqib Al-Ataz, Founder of ISTEC, then Visiting Professor at UTM Ismail bin Zen, former Deputy Rector 1999 and 2005, Head Panelist for the Expansion of Masjid al-Haram, Tokul Molhai Jasawak 2010.